Hey 12s, we're back for another video. My apologies, it is kind of noisy here. It started to rain, but we will do our best. We want to look at buying on terms today. This is a method of deferring payment, if you like. Buying something without all the money up front, without maybe putting on a credit card. Right, it's often used for buying things like furniture or white goods, the sorts of things that you might buy at a store like JB or Harvey Norman or something. Right, they might allow you to buy on terms. They'll set the terms. You've got to agree to them and pay them, or not. So the way this works is you'll pay typically a deposit, and then you will make a fixed number of fixed repayments. Right, the total of those things is very likely to add up to more than the upfront cost, right? Than the cash price, if you will. So we're going to end up, the total paid is going to be a deposit plus some regular installments. And those together, the interest is calculated on these things, typically using simple interest. Put that in there. Simple or a flat rate of interest, flat interest. Yep. Now, sometimes you get these deferred payments things, where they say, you know, nothing to pay for 24 months or something. You've seen those? Right. You will still be earning interest during that period, right? You can pay off the whole lot during that deferred period, but then you will usually, if you don't pay it off in full during that period, you'll have to pay the interest that you would have paid otherwise. You'll have to pay the whole lot plus some. But let's look at this example here. Example 4, Grace buys a computer on hire purchase. Yep. Cash price, $2,000. She could pay $2,000 up front, or she can buy on terms. 15% deposit here with the balance is 10% per annum flat rate in equal monthly installments over 2 years. So we've got to work out all of those bits and pieces. These 5 parts of the question here are going to help us out. First of all, the deposit is 15%, 0.15, right, that's 15% of $2,000. It's $300. Right, so Grace is going to have to stump up $300 to get started. That's a deposit. Next up, calculate the balance owing. Well, she's paid $300. She still owes $2,000 minus $300. $1,700. Right, that's important because that's what the interest is charged on. She's paid $300 up front. She doesn't need to pay any interest on that. Now, the interest on the loan is going to be, right, remember, interest, PRN. In this case, I'm going to have to do a string of equal signs up fixing the page here. I don't like that for it to go down the page, we don't have much room. PRN is, now the principal is $1,700, right? Not $2,000 because we're not paying interest on what she's already paid. $1,700 times my rate, which is 10%, 0.1, times the number of terms, 2 years, and that equals $340. So the total to be repaid, she's going to pay $2,000 plus $340 interest is $340 plus 2,000 is, sorry, the handwriting's terrible there, that really looks like a 6, is $2,340. That's the total she's going to repay. Wait. Yeah, I guess so. Now, we have to just be a little bit careful about what we're talking about here. That's the total amount she's going to end up paying in the end. So the $2,000 plus $340 in tax. Not tax, in interest. Now, to work out this next part here, the monthly installments, I don't want to divide the total amount to be repaid because that includes the $300 deposit. I want my $1,700 balance plus the $340 interest, and I'm going to divide that by the number of repayments, which is 2 by 12. Right? 2 years, 12 months per year. Now, I'm going to have to pull out my trusty calculator to work that out because I don't know what it is. And it is 2,040. I can do that part in my head at least. And I divide that by, I can do this, divided by 24 months. Means that Grace is going to need to shell out $85 per month. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I'm going to set you some questions to do during class on Friday, whichever day that is, today, tomorrow, whenever you watch this video. I'm going to set you some questions. Hopefully that makes sense. They won't all be exactly like this. They do vary a bit. You've got to read them carefully, but you get an idea of how that works there. make sure you watch the videos, you take the notes, you jot down little questions about them. I'm not sure who's going to be there in class, but I'm sure they'll be able to help you, and I will be back on Monday to answer any questions you might have then. Good luck. See you then.